Welcome to London, motherfucker. It feels so good to say that. Hi guys, it's me. I'm so sorry I've been away. It's been just craziness. That's why I wanted to sit down today and film a video and update you guys on everything. Let me just take a sip here. I'm so thirsty. I got engaged. I didn't plan this out very well because I'm doing this barefaced and I'm talking about my engagement. He's so lucky. He's so lucky. I thought instead of me just sitting here and talking to you guys and give you something to look at. So you're gonna watch me get ready and I'm gonna use a lot of my favorite items and a lot of the items that I talked about in my last video if you didn't see my 2019 beauty favorites. So you can see them in action. Okay? In case you're wondering, my shirt says London. In case you forgot my name, or in case I forget my name, I can just be like, oh, okay, bye. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump in and I will list all the products that I use down below. So, well, actually, let me start in January. So, in January, to be exact, the night of the Super Bowl. Wait, was that in January or February? I don't remember. It's been all a blur. As I'm blurring out my pores, get it? It's all a blur. So, Super Bowl night, whenever the hell it was, my sister's dog bit me on my nose. And I feel so bad talking about this because she's gonna feel so horrible. But the bite was kind of pretty bad. It tore my little nostril. And it's healing pretty interestingly. Oh my god, my sister's gonna feel so bad. But yeah, it was my sister's dog. She found this dog and it appears that he used to be, he was abused or came from an abusive house. The way that he just, you know, if you yell at him, he just kind of like curls up. You can tell that he suffered some kind of traumatic experience or abuse. He's a little tiny, what type of dog is he? A Papillon, I believe. He's a little tiny dog. His name is Nico. He is my little nephew. He's the cutest thing ever. And I don't know, it was just a thing. The house was full of people. I went to pick him up and he just snapped at me and my whole nose was in his mouth. And unfortunately this nostril was closest to him and it got like the worst of it. I just felt like I had to mention it. I don't know yet, this is my first time filming a video. I don't know if you can see it or not through the screen on YouTube or not. So I just wanted to mention it in case you can see it. Also, you can go on like a little journey with me. Once I feel like it's fully healed and as good as it's gonna get on its own, I'm gonna go see my doctor that I use to do stuff on my face, my Botox and my fillers and stuff, and get his expert opinion on see what can be done. My sister feels absolutely horrible. She was like, I don't care if you need a whole face transformation facelift. Here's my credit card or send me the bill. I'm like, no. That night when it happened, it just happened so quick that people ask me like all the time, like, how did you react? Did you like kick the dog? Did you like get mad? And I was like, no, I wasn't shocked. Like I was squatting down and let me start on my foundation. So I was squatting down on the floor, petting him, and there was like a circle of family around me and I was talking to them and we were laughing and stuff. And it's almost like he put his body next to mine for me to scoop him up. And when I went to scoop him up, you know, my face was down next to his face and when I went to scoop him up, he just went. When I finally got up and I looked in the mirror, ran to the mirror, I had like a V shape or like a scrape mark. Like it didn't cut my skin, I wasn't bleeding, but it was like my skin was raised. You can tell he like scratched it. It was like a V-shaped scratch and then my nostril was split. Sorry, Monica. My sister's gonna feel so bad. She's calling plastic surgeons like right now. I can hear her. So yeah, as soon as it happened, I just like grabbed my nose and I was sitting there for a second and then I felt my nose throb. And when I let go and I look at my hand, it was like full of blood. And I was like, oh my God. And I ran to the bathroom and then I was like, I saw what he had done to my face and I was in disbelief. I wasn't thinking about myself at all. I wasn't scared at all that, you know, what scar or what. I don't really care. Who cares about their nostril? I was just like an emotional wreck. Like it was an adrenaline rush. I just couldn't believe it. And then my heart was breaking for like this little puppy. And I was like, and I had had a ton of wine. Like, come on, it's the Super Bowl. It's a big drinking fest. And I was there with all my family. And I had had a ton of wine. And I was just like so emotional. I was like, why does he feel like hate that he is not like comfortable with us, or he got scared. Did I scare him? Did I do it? I just felt so bad. You know, the house was full of people and he was very antsy and he was just like maybe having a little panic attack. I don't know. But the next day it was throbbing quite a bit. I didn't go to the doctor or anything. I was just like, let's just let everything take its course. It's late at night. I don't feel like going to the ER. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like it's fine. So where I am in the healing process, it was tender for the longest time. Like every time I'd go to blow my nose or anything, or put on makeup, like I didn't wear any makeup on my nose at all. I just did concealer and bronzer, and I did not wear foundation for the longest. And my nose was tender, like it looked healed on the outside, but on the inside it felt like it was still mending and stuff was still healing on the inside. So now it's interesting because now I feel like it doesn't hurt at all. It's not tender at all, but there is like a little ball on it that it's like really hard skin. So I don't know if that's scar tissue. So whenever this pandemic goes away and the world goes back to normal and I'll go see my doctor, actually he's probably open. I mean, I imagine this is the best time for people to get anything that they wanted done to their face because they're working from home, right? I'm gonna call him tomorrow. So that is that. My doctor's office doesn't let anybody film inside, but I'll meet with him, have a consult or whatever, and then I'll update you guys and see what can be done. I don't know, maybe this will help anybody out there, and if anybody has some kind of, if they're not happy with their nostrils, I'm here for you. I will do the research and discovery for you, and I will let you know. I got you. I got you. I know I'm gonna be asked this, and yes, my fiance, oh that's so weird, I'm so getting used to it. So he was there. He's so mad at himself because he stepped away. He was standing outside actually on a business phone call. Somebody from the party ran out and told him like, hey, the dog bit your girl and it's pretty bad. You need to go in there. So he had a panic attack, gets in the house, he like busts through like 80 Cubans and gets to me, and I'm like in this tiny little bathroom and there's like 80 Cubans in there, and he's like, let me see what's going on. He was like, are you okay? Do you need to go somewhere? So yes, he was there and he was a big help. He was a big help. I am baking today because I want my makeup locked and loaded in. I'm gonna actually film a bunch of videos today. I need to pre-record a few because my next news, I guess I'll leave the engagement for last, but my next news why I'm pre-recording is because we're moving. I'm kind of excited but having a massive anxiety attack because I've never had to move like furniture. My fiance and I have lived here. Oh my god, my nails match my shirt. God, it took a quarantine in order for me to get it right and get it together. Come on, Sam. So we've lived here, where you guys seen, this is where I film all the time. We've lived here for 4 years. It's so funny how things work out. So we were in renewal period, and we're moving to a penthouse, the very top, tippy top floor, the 32nd floor of our building. It just so happened to work out that way. They really want us out of this unit because they're going to renovate this unit. They're going to put up walls and completely change the floors and everything, to the point where that it's cheaper for us to go all the way to the 32nd floor than stay in this unit. Crazy how things happen. Yeah, baby Jesus, I know that was you. So anyways, I have to pre-film videos because I don't know how long it'll be until I'm up and running. Obviously, I'm going to find another space. I'll have to find a different corner. I'll set up a different corner for me to film. I don't know where my vanity's going to go, like my happy place. Like, I need my vanity. So that'll be exciting. So I can't wait till we're all settled. All right, so I'm back. I did my brows. Manny has this stupid song that I can't get out of my head. He says, I'm back and the brows are filled.
Hey guys, so we are back and the brows are filled. We're back and the brows are filled. We're back and the brows are filled.
It's so good. It's so good, Manny. Damn you. So I did my brows and I set the rest of my face and I primed my eyelids. I was talking too much, you know, and I was only on step number 2. I'm gonna also show you guys some clips on why I'm excited for this move. First of all, you guys have seen this place. I'll insert some clips right here about the apartment. It's just like a studio. It's a pretty large studio, you know, everything is all in one room. Well, my fiance is a men's stylist. Whenever he gets a client suit in that's ready, he puts it on this mannequin and he photographs it, and he puts a bunch of like colors and different ties and pocket squares and color ideas for his clients. So there's always a mannequin in the room, and anywhere I can see that from the bed, you know. So I wake up in the middle of the night and I think that it's a headless man standing at the foot of the bed, and it scares the bejesus out of me. So this apartment that we're moving into is a 1-bedroom. So I'm so happy I won't have to deal with that mini heart attack, freaking lucid dream or whatever it's called. When you see a dark figure and you're paralyzed, that, goodness gracious. This is my life. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Tati palette, which is my favorite. Ugh. And I don't know what to do because like I have a red shirt on. I'll figure it out. So, the engagement. So we got engaged on February 20th, and it was the most random. I was so surprised. We've been together for 8 years. Oh my god, I'm horrible, don't tell him. So yeah, we had pretty much talked about it, and I had just recently had a conversation with him and told him like I'm ready, like let's just do this. And not even a week later, he pops the question. How he did it. We go to this, there's this fancy place by our apartment that we go to a lot. Like it's fancy. We don't sit down and have like full on like 3-course dinners there. But when we have date night, we go to the movies, we'll pop in for like a drink or two here and there. We sit up at the bar, we know everybody there, and it's just like beautiful in there. The service is amazing, the food and everything is amazing there. It's a very well-known like steakhouse in downtown Orlando. So one day I was just kind of like mopey, and I was kind of like having a day, you know. I was a little mopey. I was just like a little down. Randomly he was like, let's do lunch. I was like, what the hell? We never do lunch. And I was like, yes. He's gonna let me have wine for lunch because I can use a glass or 2 or 7 right now. So it was just a totally random lunch. He just wanted to take me out to cheer me up and lift my spirits, I thought. So actually it was just a little bit after lunch, so we beat the crowd. So we walk in there, we see a bartender we know and love, and we go in there and sit up at the bar like we always do. The place was empty, like we had just beat the lunch crowd. Because this place is known to get like packed with like a lot of business professionals. They all do lunch there. Oh great, now I gotta try to do liquid liner. BRB. So we go in there and have a drink and we order a little appetizer. I didn't notice him acting weird or anything. Yeah, it was just so normal. So he always does this cute thing whenever we go eat out at restaurants and everything, is he always puts my napkin in my lap and he folds it like into a perfect little triangle and he puts it in my lap and like smooths out the wrinkles. So he started doing that and then I started doing it to him. So we're like that annoying couple when we go out to eat. We sit on the same side and we put our napkins down for each other in our laps. It's cute. I mean, that's cute that we can do that even after 8 years. So, this mother lover, still me not detecting anything at all. I swear it was like so normal. He puts the napkin on my lap and it slides off and it falls on the floor. And I was like, oh man, I was wearing like really slippery, shiny, not shiny, but like really slippery leggings. You know, grease lightning leggings. That's what I always think of when I think of my black leggings. And they're very slick, and these like cloth or linen napkins, they just slide right off of that material. So I didn't think anything of it still. So my napkin falls on the floor and we're kind of sitting up on like high bar stools. So he climbs down from his and picks up my napkin. And when I look over, he's on one knee and he has a ring out. And I just started bawling and I blacked out. I don't know what he said to me. Like I saw his mouth moving, but I was just looking at the ring and I was like, all I kept thinking about was like, oh my God, I can't believe like he's doing this. And when I had that conversation with him and I told him like, okay, I'm ready, like let's just do this. It was at that same restaurant, at the bar. You know, just like a week prior. And the first thing out of my mouth was, I was like, oh my God, do my parents know? Like, did you talk to them? Because they will cut you. It's a BFD, you know? And then he just looked at me and I just realized, I don't know how much time went by, but I was just there like looking at him and looking at the ring and looking at him. And then the bartender, she went to go get us waters. And when she came back with the 2 waters in her hand, she made eye contact with me and saw him down with, you know, on one knee with a ring, and she realized what was going on. and she was just looking at me, and I was looking at her, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I'm looking at him, and then he says he had to like jolt me back into it, and he was like, well, what do you say? And I was like, yes, of course, oh my god. I don't know what she did with the water, but they like vanished from her hands, and she immediately like popped a bottle of champagne, and it was on the house. And then all of a sudden we're toasting, and I was like, oh my god. All right, let me focus over here. Well, I thought I was gonna do eyelashes, and I guess not. I can't find where my other lash went. Hello? So then we started, I asked him, I was like, oh my god, what do I do now? Do I like post on social media? I call everybody, I call my parents, I text everybody. I was like, what do I do now? I feel like I'm still doing that. I'm asking like all these stupid questions, asking my friends like, do you work out in your ring? Do you sleep in it? When you wash your hands, do you wash your hands with the ring on? Is that bad for the ring? Is that good for the ring? So his reasoning behind doing the proposal that way is really sweet. He said he just wanted it to be like an intimate moment just between us. I'm gonna get emotional. He said he thought about having someone film it so we have the engagement on film, but he said he didn't even want to do that. He said we both live very public lives. You know, I'm on YouTube and Instagram and everything and my music, and he's very online as well with his business, and he actually is a TV host on a channel that just it was like a startup, and it went and got bought by a major network. So he said since we both live like very public lives, everything is on social media and everything like that, he just wanted to have like a moment, you know, just our moment. I thought that was so sweet. I love this stuff. So what else? Oh, the wedding. Well, we wanted to do something relatively soon. It'll probably be this year, but then all this craziness hit. So I'll let you know whenever that happens. I'll keep you guys updated with whatever we plan and decide to do. I sprayed my face already and I didn't contour. So what else? One thing I'm gonna really miss about this apartment, I mean, I know we're staying in the same building, but one thing I'm gonna really miss is that we face the sunsets. Oh my gosh, I love it. Sometimes I get home and when I walk into the apartment, the whole place is like lit up pink, orange, and purple because the sunset is just like, we have a whole wall here of windows and it's like a huge mural. When you walk into the place, it's beautiful. And the apartment we're going to is not facing this side. Whatever the sun sets in the east, in the west, rises in the east, sets in the west. This is like one of those fourth grader questions that you never apply in your adult life. Let me know down below where the hell the sun sets and rises. Thank you. Well, wherever it is, we're on the opposite of that. So I'm gonna miss that a lot. My Kat Von D powder. Which after I filmed my last video, I realized that she's no longer part of Kat Von D, but it's still KVD Beauty. She sold it or she left. She's gonna focus on her music career. Been waiting for that. Now I'm just gonna touch up some eyeshadow and smudge under my lower lash line. So what else? Will he be on my channel? Yes. Eventually he'll be on my channel. I know once he gets on my channel, he's gonna take over. He is great on camera. Like I said, he does a TV show. He has a YouTube channel actually. I'm the one that pushed him onto YouTube. He was like my guinea pig. For a while I thought I could never do YouTube, but I was just focused on my music, or I had my opinions about doing both at the time. So I filmed him, got a camera, edit his videos, and put it on YouTube, and he's doing great. We just started, we re-upped his channel again, being here at home, and I know so much about quality and lighting. My manager, as you guys know, I used to film all my videos at my manager's house, or the studio, the recording studio that I go to, and there's a full video and photo studio there. And my manager taught me so much about lighting and audio and camera and editing. So thank you. And I love being able to wake up and when I feel creative, just film a video right here. So yes, eventually he will be on my channel, and I want to do all of the cutesy couple things. Him doing my makeup. Actually, he might be good at doing my makeup. He's so annoying. I'm just using this lip liner that I love. I raved about from LA Girl. You guys need to pick these up. They're only like $3 each. I'm gonna keep it nude because I'm a basic bitch. So that's it. This is the final look. Just did a little basic clean with some drama on the eyes. I wanted to put on lashes, but I couldn't find where my other one flew away. It disobeyed me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered all your questions. If I left something out, I'm gonna be so mad. So mad. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for clicking on me. Oh, I hit my blinds. Be kind to one another. Be safe out there and give someone a compliment today. It goes a long way. Love you guys. Bye.